Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Namostute Vyasa Visala Buddhe Pullarvindaya Tapatra Netra Yena Tvaya Bharata Taila Purna Prajvalito Jnanamaya Pradipa. Om Dhyanamulam Gururmurti Pujamulam Guru Padam Mantramulam Gururvaksham Mokshamulam Guru Kripa. Om Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Mukam karoti vachalam Pangum langhayate girim Yat kripa tamaham bande Paramanandamadhavam. Sadguru Bhagavan ki jai. Satchidananda Bhagavan ki jai. Krishna Bhagavan ki jai. Gita Mata ki jai. Hari Om. We are discussing Srimad Bhagavad Gita, 11th chapter, Vishwarup Darshana Yoga, the yoga of cosmic form. And Arjuna has already seen this rare vision of the cosmic form. And now Lord Krishna, yesterday we saw, he explains to Arjuna, it is very rare. One among millions and billions can hardly see this form. By chance, that person who has the one-pointed intellect, one-pointed mind and devotion, without thinking anything other than the Lord, that devotion only with the soul and heart can enable one to see this cosmic form. Not all the yogis, not all the gods who are ever eager to see this form, nobody can see this form, neither by studying the Vedas, having the all informations about everything, about life and creation and the supreme truth, doing austerities, performing great sacrificial yajnas or by any other means, nobody can have this vision. It is only and only by the one-pointed devotion for the Absolute, without anything else. So we saw yesterday what is called one-pointed devotion, Ananya Bhakti. We saw the story of Draupadi and the end of great devotee Mirabai, Tukaram, and great Jnani Bhakt Kabirdas, many others we saw how they achieved that oneness with pure one-pointed devotion to the Absolute. Arjuna has also different kinds of relations with Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna was physically, as far as the relationship of the body relationships are concerned, Krishna was his brother, elder brother, and he lived with Krishna for a long time as a friend, and many other relationships Arjuna had with Lord Krishna. But all the time he had only the thought of Lord Krishna. Whenever any problem comes, he thought of Krishna and all the problems were solved. All the Pandavas were sent into jungle for 12 years, and 1 year life in exile, nobody should know where they are living. That also they completed successfully. They were tortured by the Kauravas, their brothers, but all the time Krishna came to his risk. Somehow or other they overcome all the problems. And in the battle also, when Arjuna went to Lord Krishna for help, and Duryodhana also came for help from Krishna, Duryodhana stood at the head and the Arjuna was standing at the foot. Lord Krishna was resting at that time. When Lord Krishna got up, he saw Arjuna first because he was standing at the foot. He has that humility. Duryodhana, the opponent, had the ego, I am something. So he was standing at the head side. So when Lord got up, he saw Arjuna first. And he asked Arjuna, how have you come here? I have come for help in the battle. We have decided to fight out the battle, both the sides. Then Duryodhana says, I am also here, I came first. Oh, you are also here. How did you come here? I have also come for help. But I saw Arjuna fast, so he should be given a fast chance. No, I am the eldermost, so I will choose fast. Okay. Krishna agreed. Now both of you have come for help, so I divide my whole strength into two parts. Whatever part you choose, Duryodhan, you can choose first, and the rest will be for Arjuna. Arjuna was glad. Lord will never deprive me of my right. Arjuna also agreed. Yes, never mind. Let him take the fast chance. Lord said, I have my army, Narayani Sena, the undefeatable army force. They are immortal beings. Narayani Sena, the celestial fighters. And other side, I am all alone. So Duryodhana said, even if you are all alone, you are enough. You can destroy the whole world, I know. I have seen your form when I tried to handcuff you. Krishna had gone there as a messenger of peace, to make peace between two sides. Duryodhana didn't agree to the conditions. He said, I have to fight. Okay. And Lord Krishna tried to explain him the loss will occur at the end. So please compromise. And Lord Krishna tried his best to have compromise. So Duryodhana said, this fellow, he has come and forcing us. Come on, arrest him and put him in jail. In the court itself. Oh yes, you want to arrest me? Come on, arrest me. Lord took a mighty form. They could not tie up. The Yashoda also tried in the childhood to tie him. The rope was getting less. She brought all the ropes from the house. It was getting less. She could not. And when he took that Virat form, everybody was dazzling with the glow of that form. They could not look at it, so they ran away from the court. And Krishna had to come back. So Duryodhana said, I know you can destroy all alone the whole world. So promise me you should not fight. Krishna said, okay, that also is agreed. I will not fight. I will not take the weapon in my hand. He had the Sudarshan Chakra, unfailing. So he said, no, I will not fight. Simply I will just help somehow or other in the battle, and I am one side, and my undefeated army in other side, choose whatever you like. So Duryodhana thought, this fellow cannot do anything because he will not fight. So yes, now the army I choose. Arjuna was so glad. Yes, Lord, I gladly accept it. You are on our side. So Lord said, I will drive your chariot. I will be the driver. Arjuna said, enough. That is enough. When you are with me, then what else I need? Your presence is enough. That was his devotion towards Lord Krishna. He was so sure when Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna, Yatra Partha Dhanurdhara, Tatra Sri Vijayar Bhuti, Dhruva Nitir Matir Mama. Wherever there is Arjuna and Lord Krishna, there cannot enter what is called defeat, what is called misfortune, what is called unluck. Always there is Lakshmi, Vijay Lakshmi, the glory and the conquest is always there. Whether they do anything or not, that doesn't matter. So this is how the one-pointed devotion of Lord, Arjuna towards the Lord. All the time he wanted him at his heart of hearts. Then only he was able to see that form. And that too in the midst of the battlefield. Bhaktya tvananyaya sakya aham eva vidhorjuna jnatum drashtum cha tattvena praveshtum cha parantapa. Now, today we shall start Arjuna, Krishna continues. Mat karma krit, mat paramo, mad bhaktaha, sangavarjitaha, nirvairaha sarvabhuteshu, yasa mameti pandava. O Arjuna, he who does all actions for me only, who looks upon me as the Supreme, who is devoted to me, who is free from attachment. There is no other. How can there be any attachment for others? So, who is free from attachment, who bears enmity towards no creature. Sarva bhuta hite rata, one who always engaged in doing something good to the others. He comes to me, O Arjuna, He is the friend of the whole universe, and he is well-doer of, well-wisher of the whole universe. So he can see my universal form, who is always thinking of the whole universe. I shall tell you a story on Swami Sivanand Ji. How these people are ever engaged in doing good to the others. Just now, Jatidharman Ji came and he was telling some story on Sivanand Swami Ji. Just now, an hour before. He has bought some trap for me, for present. He has presented me a trap, handy trap, to trap the mosquitoes and the flies and the insects. Very wonderful one, so simple. And catch them and leave it outside, don't do any harm to them. The flies, you should not kill them. They only disturb a little to you. And how can you kill them? How can you punish them by death? It is total wrong. So Sivanand Swami once forgot to put the cap over the toothpaste. It was left in the bathroom and he forgot. Somehow he doesn't forget anything. But that day he forgot. It was a longer period. He could not come back to bathroom and it was open. So all the ants came and they were all over all sides of the toothpaste. Very hard to remove them. Jatidharman Ji came in between and saw so many ants. If Swamiji will see, he will take one day at least to remove all these ants, one by one. So his time will be wasted. So he took it under the tap and all the ants were washed away. And he brought it and put the cap and kept it there. Swamiji came when he was free. He came running. Oh, I did a mistake. My toothpaste cap was open. What will happen to the ants and other insects? They will come. He came running when he enters the bathroom. It was closed and it was put there, safe and sound. He asked Jatidharman, it was open. Who closed the cap? Jatidharman said, I did, Swamiji. There must be some ants. What happened to those ants? Jatidharman said, he has to speak the truth. He cannot lie before Guru. He said, I put it under the tap. They are washed away. You fellow, oh my Lord. He sat there unconscious. You did harm to so many. He did not take food for 3 days, can you believe? For penance. I have done a mistake. I must punish myself. 3 days he didn't take food for those ants. This is how sarva bhuta hite rata. You cannot believe how Sivanand Swamiji used to behave. He was living here for a longer period for rest. I requested him, Swamiji, you are always busy in ashram. Here I will assure you rest. Nobody will come here to see you. I take the burden on me. Of course I did it, and I became enemy to so many devotees. This Premanand is a rascal, is a rogue. He didn't allow us to meet Gurudev. I was gladly accepting everything. Okay, I am enemy to the whole world, but at least my Guru, though Sivanand Swamiji was my Guru Bhai, yet I took him as in this place of Guru. He was all the encouragement and idealism for me. I learnt a lot from his life. So, he used to go freely on a walk, evening walk, every day. Sometimes to myself, some others, we used to accompany him. We will chit-chat and make jokes and enjoy in the way. Swamiji was very free, open-hearted. Even with children, he used to play like a child. So when he came back, he was tired. He was sitting just before the Radha Krishna temple on that sitting bench. And it was evening, so some mosquitoes were there. I was standing by the side and fanning him by my gamcha, my towel. And somehow something happened. I had to leave Swamiji alone there and come to my room. By that time, a mosquito came and sat on his hand. So Swamiji looked at it. So Swamiji was raising his hand without moving and allowing it to suck the blood. I came back, so Swamiji said, without making noise. He stopped me coming near him. I stood there, I was observing, and Ramsaru also from a distance took the photo. From a distance, hidingly, he knows Swamiji will shout at him. And I was standing away when the mosquito drank fully, belly full of blood. Only half drop. How much blood a mosquito can suck? And then it flew away. Then Swamiji brought down the hand down And then, yes, you can come now. I came, I was observing, I had a complaint against Swamiji before Swamiji. Swamiji, I said, Swamiji, this is a mosquito, it can feel its belly from the dirty water, from the rotten leaves. That is for them. Of course, we should not kill it, that up to that I agree. But if it sucks our blood, we may have malaria or something else. Our blood is not for them. Swami said, oh gee, that I agree. But you see, when we stomp down or something happens while cutting the vegetables, sometimes our finger is cut, so much blood we lose without any cause. We don't complain. And this little fellow, it is a feast for him. How much he must be enjoying feast. And for this you complain. You lose so much blood for nothing. And half a drop. Why complain? Let it enjoy and be happy. This is how these great people behave. Their thoughts on others goes in this way. How much concern with others' joy. Many such stories on Swami Sivanand Maharaj. Of course, Gurudev's life is full of such incidents. You cannot believe how Gurudev behaved with a beggar in Malaysia. You cannot dream of it. You cannot believe. A beggar once came at the door of the great Dr. Kupu Swami at Malaysia, Gurudev's name before. So Gurudev came to the gate. Yes, my Lord, what do you want? Little money. I have nothing to eat. Never mind, come. Opened the door and brought him. And closed the gate and brought him. He was afraid why he is bringing me inside. He may beat me or do some harm to me. The beggar was afraid. He is such a great man, and he is taking me into his room. He took him to the bathroom directly. To the bathroom directly, Dr. Kupu Swami. And closed the door and took out all his dirty clothes, put in the dustbin, and brought his sandalwood, sandal soap. Yes, and by himself, his own hands, he gave him a beautiful hot water shower and applied soap and gave him a fine bath and asked him to sit comfortably on the chair and came to his room took the new suit made for himself, new suit, pant, coat, shirt, everything with a tie. He dressed him like a babu, hero. He was feeling so much terrified. What is this man is doing with me? He could not believe. And then he brought him to his own bed and allowed him to lie down, and his food was ready, and he brought the food, he himself, not the servants, and served him sumptuously. He ate, and then he allowed him to lie down and shampooed his legs till he gets sleep, covered his own blanket, and when he slept, then Kupusami goes to take his food. 3 days he served him like God. And after 3 days, when he was fully satisfied, he was all the time afraid, why this fellow is doing all this to me? I am a beggar. So the doctor says, my dear friend, you are not a beggar. Don't feel that you are a beggar. This house is yours. Whenever you want something, you can come freely. Open the gate and come without permission. It is your house. Where do you intend to go? He said, some city somewhere in Malaysia. He went himself, took him in his car and purchased the ticket, made him sit in the train and said, bye. Please come again whenever you are in need of anything. This was his behavior towards a beggar. Can you imagine? Sarva bhuta hite rata. Ever engaged in doing something good to the others, the mode of doing good to the others, we may give very good food at the gate only. We cannot invite him and do such things. We cannot think of it. But he did it. This is how no beggars were beggars before Swami Sivanand. They are God himself in the form of a beggar. So this is how one feels the universal familyhood. The whole universe is my family, and all are my family members. Everybody has same right, whatever I have on that. Isavasya idagum sarvam, the Upanishad says, the whole world is full of God only. One God abides everywhere, in every heart. Isavasyam idagum sarvam jat kinchit jagatyam jagat. Whatever is visible to you and not visible, everything is filled with one God only. One God abides everywhere. Tena tyak, tena bhunjitha. The whole world is for your enjoyment, but enjoy it by sharing with others. Tyak tena bhunjitha. You must share it with others, and then only you should enjoy it. It is not only for you, for everyone. Whatever you have, yours is family's right. Your family is the whole universe. Tena tyak, tena bhunjitha. Magriddha kasvasvid dhanam. Don't capture, don't accept others' property. Whatever belongs to others, don't take it. Whatever you have, share it with others. That is the way to God. Declaration of the Upanishads. Who practices this? That's how Gurudev said, serve first, serve others. You have to do something for others. Then only you have right to live. You have right, your birthright to live. But others too have that right. Let others live, allow others to live, then only you can enjoy your right. This is the law and order to keep up harmony in the society, not only in human beings. You know, my father used to teach me, my dear boy, don't pluck a flower without praying the plant. First, salute him, take permission from the plant, and then you can pluck the flower. And there is mantras in our Vedas to pluck the flower, to pluck the grass for puja, and to cut a branch for toothbrush. There is mantra. That mantra means begging pardon to the lively plant. Please excuse me, I am using your part of the body for my sake, so please excuse me and allow me. That is the meaning of the mantra. Then only you have right to pluck a flower or a leaf. When you pluck the tulsi leaf, that is mantra. That also means the same thing. So how much careful you must be while walking, while doing anything, while eating, while sitting. Every moment you have to think of the Lord, then only you can feel the presence of Lord all the time, and that is way to the Lord. God realization. Who follows all these? Who cares for all these now? This is called sadhana. Simply sitting with closed eyes and planning what shall I do tomorrow, and showing others that I am meditating. It is all showy and cheating others and cheating yourself. You can cheat others, but when you cheat yourself, nobody can excuse you. God will never rescue you. Who can save you when you cheat yourself? You have to do something for others. You are bound to do. Then only you have right to live, or else you have no right to live. You are a social being. You are not all alone. You depend upon everything on everyone. How can you become a ungrateful witch? You have to feel gratefulness for every creature. They have some parts to play in the harmony of the nature. Every creature has some part to play. Nothing is created uselessly. Everything has its place in its own. You know, these snakes, how much do they help for our ecology? They take all the poisonous air and they accumulate in their body. That is the poison of the snake. Nitrogen and other harmful gases. They should be allowed to live. They should not be killed. The plant life, how much they help in oxygen's amount in the air. Every plant, every little creature, they have a part to play for the balancement of the nature. That's how they are created. Even the mosquitoes, the flies. We have no right to kill anybody, to do harm to anyone. So, how difficult to have that one-pointed devotion, then only rarely one among millions and billions can get this vision, my dear Arjuna. It is not easy a joke. Mat karma krit. Do whatever you do only for my sake. One who does everything, all the actions for me only. Who looks upon me only. Wherever he sees me only in all these names and forms. You know that story of Namdev? He was a beggar, Swamiji, some Vaishnava Mahatma. He was going somewhere by walk, somewhere traveling. The monks used to go on traveling aimlessly and begging. He begged some flour and something for eating and came to the riverside near the village, and he made all the roti and whatever sabji, etc., and kept ready for puja. And then he went to have a dip in the river and come, and then he will offer it to the Lord, and then he will eat it. So when he was taking a dip, when he got up, he saw some dog came and took away all the rotis, and it was running away with the rotis in the mouth. So he ran before the dog. Oh Lord, why you are so much annoyed on me? Why are you taking the dried rotis? I have butter also. I shall apply butter to it, then only you can take it. He ran with the butter behind the dog, and he caught him hold and snatched away the rotis and caught the dog there. Don't run away, my dear Lord. And applied the butter into the rotis and then feed the dog. My Lord, now you can eat. It was only for you. Why you are so much annoyed? Without butter, how can you take this roti, dried rotis? Then when the dog was eating nicely, he fell at his feet, prostrated. And when he gets up, Narayan is standing there. My dear Namdev, I am highly pleased with you. Nobody knows in what name and form God comes to you. You don't see. We see but see not. We hear His sound all the time, but we hear not. We think He is abusing me, but God is praising you. You are not able to understand His voice. God comes in that form of enemy to abuse you, to reduce your ego. How He is well-wisher of you, His devotee. You don't understand Him. So this is how one should see Him everywhere. One should do everything only for God. Worship Him by all the actions He does, eating, drinking, sleeping, only for God only. You are just a toy. Without His will, not a blade of grass can move. How are you able to speak and see and walk and drink and eat? It is His grace only. Are you so ungrateful to Him? Surdas sings, O Lord, who is greater, ungrateful animal on this earth, under the sun, greater than me? I am so ungrateful. Mosama kauno kutil khalak ami. How crooked am I? How evil-minded am I? How lustful am I? I always see human beings, not you. I have love for my kith and kin, but not for you. What ungrateful I am. Who will be greater ungrateful than me under the sun? Please excuse me. Mosam kaun kutil khal kami. Jahi tan diya tahi bisara. Who has given me this body and everything, I have forgotten him. What else can a ungrateful being can do? You have given everything to me, and I forget you and think of others. I saw Namaka Harami. So he curses himself. Oh Lord, I am the greatest ungrateful being under the sun. Please excuse me. I forget you. And Surudas is he. When he sings, he has no eyes. He took out the eyes and threw himself. These eyes are rascals. They want to see these names and forms. They are useless for me. I want to see only the God, not all these names and forms. He took out his own eyes and threw, for God's sake. He became blind. He wanted to go to Vrindavan. A boy comes, asks, "Oh blind fellow, where are you going?" "My dear boy, who are you?" "I am some wandering boy." "Where from you are coming?" "I am a roaming boy. I roam here and there. I have no house, nothing." "What is your name?" "People say me Gopal." "Oh, you are the Gopal. Come on. What do you do?" "I guide these blind fellows. That is my work." "Come on, hold this stick. I shall take you to Vrindavan." A boy comes and stretches his stick to the blind fellow Surdas. When he touches the stick, he understands. Oh Lord, the moment I took out my eyes, you have come to my life. Thank you. He thanked in his heart, and after a few minutes, it seemed as if hours have passed, and the boy says, "Oh blind fellow, now you are at Vrindavan. Now I am going. You have reached Vrindavan." He snatched the stick and ran away. So, our Surdas says, "My dear boy, you ran away from my heart, snatched away the stick and ran away. If you can run away from my heart, I shall agree that you are a stronger person. Show your strength and get out from my heart, then only I will declare you are the winner. Can you run away from my heart? If you have strength, show me." That much assurance he had. All the time, Lord used to sit before him and hear his melodious songs. Gopal used to take form and sit before him to hear his prayerful songs. So this is called Ananya Bhakti, one-pointed devotion. Even if you snatch away your own eyes and throw, it should be only for God. If you do suicide, that should be only for God, not for money or for worldly fulfillment of desires. Not for that. You can't do anything and everything, only for God. That is what Lord Krishna said, Hatva pisa iman lokan na hanti na nibadhyate. Even if who thinks of me all the time continuously, if he kills the whole world, he acquires no sin. He is always in me. No sin, no merits, no demerits, nothing. He is never attached to his actions and reactions. He is always in me. So such is the state of a devotee, a true devotee of Lord. Tomorrow we shall see further. Now the time is over. This is the essence of the whole teaching of the Gita. Mat karma krit. Do whatever for my sake only. Mat paramo. Take me as the supreme authority. Mad bhakta. Be devoted to me alone. Sangha varjita. Have no attachment for anyone other than me. Nirvairaha. Have no enmity towards any being. Be friendly to everyone, every being. Sarva bhuteshu. One who thinks friendly, behaves friendly with everyone, every being under the sun. Sammameti Pandava Arjuna, he comes to me. He gets the certificate. He gets the pass to enter into my territory. Tomorrow we shall see. This is the essence of Gita. How to reach the Lord. Hari Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnad Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Sadguru Bhagavan ki jai. Sachidananda Bhagavan ki jai. Krishna Bhagavan ki jai. Gita Mata ki jai. Hari Om.